Brosplay! Welcome back to Mitch's advice on how to live your life without being unhappy. Never move in with somebody that you haven't known or been together with for more than a full year. That's my new thing. Full circle around the sun, every single holiday, every single season. You gotta know.
Advice. Also, don't attach your car to bridges.
Oh! Fuck, I forgot about that thing. That is so much fun.
Yeah, the mag grenades are probably the best thing about this game.
Oh!
Oh no!
Seriously though, dude, you want to find out. You want to find out if the girl you're with is an asshole when it gets cold, or if she's an irritable bitch when it gets hot. You want to find out what her parents are like during Christmas and Halloween and Hanukkah, if that's what makes you happy.
And how she deals with a slow internet connection.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Purposely disconnect the internet on your loved one. Find out who they are when the internet goes down. That's who they are.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I didn't do this. I didn't pause this. This is happening to me. This is not consensual.
This is happening to us. All of us. You are part of this.
This is probably worse than in the first game where it just throws those videos at you and doesn't tell you what's gonna happen.
Those videos are brutal.
Cell will do anything. Yes, they will, because they are the only citizens left.
Will Cell interrupt the fucking video for us?
Oh!
Because if Cell is offering skippable videos, I kind of want to go on Cell's side.
Yeah, Cell are the good guys in this game. They don't really play it that way, but they absolutely are the good guys.
What's an interesting commentary on how easy it is to spread propaganda, which is our father's version of, or I guess our grandfather's version of propaganda. But we call it Grandfather Papa.
Propaganda. Yeah. Oh my god.
Or it's like radio music, which is kind of propaganda. Ooh, we should start. Fuck.
Oh,
we should start calling radio music propaganda.
You're right. It is propaganda.
It's bullshit. Dude, how many times do I have to tell that ass to come over? You know how fucked up that would be if someone really said that in a club?
Yo, how many times I gotta tell that ass to get over here? Like, I got champagne.
I got no teeth because they're grills.
Hey, Jared Leto wore grills and it looked great.
He wore grills as a crazy, fucked up individual, not as someone who's trying to be respectful. You know who I was just listening to the other day that I had a hard time respecting? Chris Brown. I know, and I didn't really respect him before because of the whole, what do we call it? Vicious assault?
Unwarranted punch to the face?
Unwarranted,
Sorry, I shouldn't say unwarranted. I don't know anything about the situation.
Allegedly.
Alleged unwarranted
Alleged
punch
vicious,
to the face.
horrid, cunty assault. But the way he was speaking made me not want to believe what he was saying, whether he's true or not.
The way he was just talking about, oh, she was asking for it.
Like, no, he was talking like they surrounded his home recently for whatever reason.
They surrounded his home. Yeah, it's so intense.
He's like, "Eyes barricaded in here." I'm like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "This is not how people should talk.
This is not how anyone should talk."
Oh, I'm gonna regret that one day. I'm gonna run into Chris Brown in an underground fortress.
Oh, let's see if he punches as hard as Rihanna says. And come back and tell us all.
If you're gonna say something about it, you might as well go all in, right?
Oh, yeah, actually. It's one of those things where sometimes you say your opinion and you're like, oh shit, someone could have heard me. And then you go, no, I believe in this opinion because this actually, they just gave me a successful J-turn because someone shot one of my tires out.
Dude, have you ever heard of successful J-pop?
No.
You know what J-pop is?
It's like Japanese pop?
Man.
I thought it was K-pop.
No, that's Korean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
it was K and J.
Oh, wow,
K and
Jesus.
J-pop, yeah.
I totally thought that was an arbitrary designation.
You know what's really interesting is that people from the Western culture call it they're like Asians. They're like, oh, they all look the same to me, but they are very different. Like Koreans versus
culturally,
versus the Japanese versus the Chinese, and in such a small, close group, and they're so different. Because of their
Look at Europeans.
Yeah, even
all the white Europeans are completely different. No one would ever say that like a German, a French, and an English person. Oh, they all look basically the same to me.
Yeah. We've talked about that before, but that's Neil deGrasse Tyson said it pretty well. It's like you view it as a negative thing on their part, but it's actually your inability to see the difference.
Yeah, you're blind as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that it's definitely much harder with other groups to tell the difference between them.
For sure.
But that's like the same way as if I listen to a rap song. It is much harder for me to tell them apart than someone who actually listens to rap.
Yeah.
Or country, or, fill in the gap here.
Well, when we saw the Twerp plus NSP concert, we had never heard any Twerp songs. And because it was so fucking loud, every Twerp song sounded the same. But now that I'm really, really into their music, like, fuck, are they ever awesome. Now I see how different every song is. It was the venue. It was how loud the music was. It was where we were sitting. That was my mistake.
Well, it was also your first exposure. The longer you see something, the more familiar you become with it.
I have a really hard time getting into music. Like, new music I have a hard time with. Once I discover it, I blast myself with it for weeks and get bored of it.
Shit. People probably think I'm shit at this game.
All my favorite music. Protest, Sixth.
We used to do that as a team back in the day.
We
like
did.
In high school, we used to, we'd discover a band, Korn, Disturbed, whatever, and then that would just be all the music we'd listen to.
We would. Too much. Like, I can't even listen to Korn anymore, or Disturbed.
I can only listen to them in small doses, but when I do, it feels so good because it reminds me of all those good moments.
Well, one time I listened to Korn, and it got me back into WoW. Because we used to listen to it while we played.
Yeah, Korn, Disturbed. There's a lot of bands that they remind you so much of a period in time that your brain just gets sucked back into that feeling, whether it was good or bad.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though, good or bad.
Freak Watcher audio log.
He just said either that guy is crazy or he's protecting something. It's like, well,
Why can't he be both?
Yeah. Don't deny my craziness.
You know what I noticed about you playing this game is that right now our...
Oh, I can do it.
It's kind of a... something that no one would know unless we said it, but our toes are touching, and every time you jump, you squeeze down on your toe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't even notice it.
I telegraph my toes a lot. Like when I work out, between sets, my toes will kind of like tap the floor. Yeah. It's almost like I'm recentering their grip. Yeah, and it's one of those things you barely notice until someone points it out to you.
I have problems with my sorry. I have problems with my my toes with working out, especially when I'm trying to do squats, because I like to do them with dumbbells, and so balancing is a little awkward. Sometimes I get that like foot cramp thing, which is brutal. Such a brutal thing.
Yeah, you used to get vicious foot cramps, didn't you?
The first time I remember it, I was at a pool party and I was swimming, and I get rid of my foot cramp by putting pressure in the opposite direction that you would think you should put pressure on it. But I couldn't do that, nor did I even understand what the problem was. I'm like swimming and my foot's like on fire. A foot cramp like feels like at least for me, like it feels like it's about to break. Like it just keeps going. Like, no, it's too much.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you almost don't even understand why it hurts, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Makes it way worse.
My big issue is not understanding shit. Like, we had a problem with the Elgato, and I have no problem with Elgato problems. It's when I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, that's the issue, is like, fuck, what do we do? I don't know what the problem is.
That's such a frustrating and hopeless experience when you're just like, I don't even know how to describe the problem I'm having.
Especially when you're trying to go to Google, and you're like, Elgato freezing.
Problem.
Elgato slow down then speed up.
Yeah, and sometimes you actually just go, like, you just type, like, Elgato problems. And then you just search. You just look through them all.
Oh, there's a fucking shame again.
Is this the way we're supposed to go in? I don't fucking know. Doesn't look like it.
If they let you do it, I guess it's what you're supposed to do.
That's not a good rule of thumb.
No, it's always how I play.
But it might be, because they're all underground. I don't fucking know. Let's go down here.
Can you see that? Can you see it on the map?
Yeah, it was just underneath the street.
What is that?
These are just like
the audio log.
Collect them, and they all tell you stuff. I'm pretty sure they're actually a pretty in-depth, like, interesting story. It's just that when I'm running around beating crackheads in the face and, like, killing creeps, I'm not...
Covering up your face.
Yeah, covering my face with masks. Oh, what do you know? It is
Yeah,
underground.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew it was there, is because I've been here before.
Is this the light mass bomb? No, that's Gears of War.
What? No, this is, well, like,
This is the light mass bomb?
there is bomb, yeah. Yeah, like, the sunlight comes down and then it fries all these fucks.
Is it called the light mass bomb? Because that's... Okay, I think that's...
No,
from
it's Gears. Yeah, you're right about that.
What are you supposed to do here?
I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure I called it. Yeah, there it is. You gotta wait for it to charge. And then while it's charging, like, these guys come up that, like, specifically attack it. This game does actually require a lot more mechanics. Because when you play the last Mercenaries, you can really use whatever weapon you want and it's gonna work for you. But in this, you kind of need explosives, you need weapons, you need strength because of your health bars. So it made it a lot more diverse. And, like, Renegade Orbs are super cool. I got one Renegade Driving Orb, so you would have seen that earlier. But it's just the fact that it's repetitive. It's the Assassin's Creed problem.
Yeah.
So, you know, I go and I stand on those 3 platforms, which, first of all, standing on a platform is not a challenging thing to do.
No. And they put 4 of them there because they were like, people have fronts.
Like, yeah, I think that was supposed to be the plan. Like, you're supposed to just fly through this game, but if you did that, you'd beat it in, like, an hour.
Yeah, because you would, it would be a lot easier. I wonder if they upscale damage values and stuff of the enemies and whatnot.
Even if they up the quantity, like if there's 4 times as many of these guys, that would be kind of cool. Well, because look how many of the ones that have things over their heads, those are enemies that shoot specifically at it, so they don't even really follow you.
Oh.
Like, see how there's a bunch of them, so I actually have to go and deal with these guys specifically.
I don't like how they have the same symbol as the audio logs.
Yeah, they just came up. Well, because what they did is they used the same style as they did in the first game, where all the Los Muertos had the skull over their head, and all of the Shaigen had, like, that weird symbol over their head. And it's a good idea, it's just not done well.
I do have to say, visually, this is a significantly better looking game.
Oh yeah, I remember when I first played it, I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. Also, when you pick up weapons, like if I was to detach a light post or pick up a car, you can slam... Oh, there we go. This is what I needed.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. This is a great idea, because they knew they were putting in a lot of enemies, so to put it a thing that just blasts people away is pretty fucking neat.
It's a good idea because it doesn't work at all on regular enemies. Well, I guess it does something, but it kind of just knocks them over.
Oh, it's a freak only. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly, because it's just UV. That's really all it is a UV shotgun. Yeah.
They're like zombies.
Yeah, pretty much. Zombies. That's probably the right word, actually. And just gotta run around until they charge up the thing. And that's it.
Oh, just got to run around till you drop the thing.
It definitely makes it way easier having this fuck. It's just... Yeah, they did everything right, minus they forgot the essence.
The essence! Oh shit.
Guess my shoe sting.
Oh, I love how you
goes
burn them up. That's cool.
Yeah, I guess...
How fucking long does this go for?
It's at like 90%. You see the blue bar above above the health bar of the actual unit? And then all these guys like converge, I guess? I don't know. This is never really that hard. Like if you have a UV...
Like a super amount of fun.
No.
Like if the two of us didn't have fun stuff to talk about while we were doing it.
Even then, I feel like the scene kind of killed it.
Yeah.
There's so much more to talk about in the street.
That is neat, though. The ending is cool. It could just be like more difficult, take less time.
Well, much like the last game, it does get a lot more difficult, so they incorporate... I think this might actually be a UV grenade, so I'm gonna grab that.
Is are those 9, is that the main objective? The 9 beacons?
I think there's...
It said 1 out of 9.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's like the only objective.
Oh, shit.
And then, well, it's like that, those 9 beacons correspond to the 3 gangs from the first game. That's more or less how it works. And then from there, you pretty much just capture cell strongholds and then finish the game.
Wow. Well, thanks for
yeah, thanks for joining us.
I forgot what I was gonna say.